Shalom. We the GMS New Orleans Saints here to bring you a live lesson, a live camp. Prior to getting started, we want to give infinite knowledge and prayers too. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who taught us what's true. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and you Akim, you Agua, which is your brothers and sisters in the Hebrew that believe, man. And kicking it off today, man, another, you can pan the camera around, another day in this hellhole that we live in, man. All right? And at this point in time, you can tell that prophecy, everything is getting real close, man. Okay? So knowing that everything is getting close to the end of this thing, what are you holding on to? We shouldn't be holding on to anything going on in this thing, man. All right? Our mindset, everything that we should be doing should be going towards the agenda of working on our salvation. All right? But let's kick it off with that Micah, Baba Gashak.
It's the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction."
One more time, but stop at the
The book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest."
This is not our rest, man. All right? We in captivity, Jake. You got to remember that. Things may look smooth. Jake might have a six-figure job. Jake might have the car that he always wanted. Might have the women that he always wanted. Might have a big family. But this is not the end of it.
Okay.
All right? So you don't want to get caught. You don't want to get held up in this thing, man. Because the moment that you get caught up with the things of this life, you're gonna get caught up with the missiles also. All right? You don't want to get caught up in that this calamity that the Lord has promised that's gonna happen to Babylon. You know, which is America in the scriptures. All right? Finish it off, Baba.
It says, "Because it is polluted,
Yep.
it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction."
Come on, man, this thing is polluted. All right? This thing is polluted with wicked doctrines, man. All right? We got the rainbow philosophies and everything going on out here. And it's just straight wickedness and it's a vexation to your spirit. All right? These things, everything that's supposed to be right is completely left out here. All right? And it's completely disgusting. So we sit here and we scream and we sing, "Lord, how long? You know, how long until we get out of this thing?" All right? Because we don't want to get caught up in the calamities of it. All right? That was it. Get that Ecclesiastes off the show.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, verse 17. It says, "Therefore I hated life, because the work that is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me. For all is vanity and vexation of spirit."
All this shit is vanity and vexation of the spirit, man. All right? We out here, we future kings and priests, man. All right? What's the Yahushua? We co-heirs. Joint heirs, Salakia. We're joint heirs of the throne, but Yahushua, man. All right, we out here working through the bullshit and madness, man. All right, we like we said on that movie with Eddie Murphy, man. My son works. All right, we princes of the power. We Yasharala, man. All right, we out here day in and day out slaving for this damn devil. All right, and at some point in time, you got to get tired of this, man.
Yeah, because if I can add too, that's what Jake is content with.
Yeah.
Jake is content was trying to get to the bag.
Yeah.
All right, trying to get achievements in this society, man. All right, well, the scriptures clearly tell you to arise and depart. This is not our rest. We were brought here for a punishment. Right. All right, this is captivity. You are slaves, man. You see? But Jake don't believe that. You know, you got it.
Yeah, Jake don't believe because of what they think that all of these things that they're getting right now is gifts.
Yeah.
All right. But I forget it says that in Matthew when it talks about basically I can get it. Pretty much giving away to their own lust, giving away. That's not Matthew. No, I can't break it off.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes 7:7. "Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart."
That's what I was getting.
Hey, basically the back up what the brother was going into, man. Right? Jake out here, they got the things of these other work of this world, right? The different game systems, right? The women, the accolades that come with living in Babylon the Great. Okay? And those things destroy the heart, man. It takes you away from the original purpose, right? We're not here to be, okay, pretty much enjoying ourselves. Like this brother said, this is a prison system, right? They're no better than the jakes that are in the actual prison system, wearing their different chains and, you know, eating the outside food. No, that's not supposed to be. Those men have forgotten that they are prisoners, you see? And Jake is doing the same thing out here in the free world, right?
But obviously it was a beautiful scheme that, you know, through the spirit that the Lord chose Esau to operate with, all right? Because we went from slaves in the field. If you ever think about slavery, the first thing you think about is us in the fields picking cotton, doing all this hard labor, all right? But now we got upgraded to corporate slaves, all right? So now we're corporate slaves, and it just seems like you're getting everything that you could ever dream of, all right? But that's not the case.
You gotta contrary to popular belief, Jake think, hey, as long as I get a couple steps ahead, these niggas over here are better. No, me and the brother talk about it all the time. You still live in the same neighborhoods as middle class people, man. You're poor, all right? But you think just because you got a couple $1,000 more in the bank, all right, that you on a different level than somebody else, man. All right, and that's the best thing that Esau could have did to you niggas, man. You see, because furthermore, he keep y'all in the stupor.
And your neighbor determines the amount of your riches. The way you live. Just look at your next door neighbor. And that'll let you know you got it from them.
If you live next to Jake, you're poor. That goes for heathens too.
Exactly.
If an Edomite lives next to an Israelite, they're poor.
They're poor, man.
Come on, man, we have to get the lean out your treasures up in
I got that.
You got that? Kind of bring that up. But you know, the fact that we out here, man, and Jay got to deal with people. You know, we in New Orleans, man. So people breaking in our cars, people stealing, people killing just like that, left and right. You know what I'm saying? Through all of these things, it's just straight. It's wickedness that we're in the midst of, man. But again, this shit need to be over with. And that's what we're gonna constantly pray for, man. That we need, you know, a Bible ball, you know, destruction of Babylon. Let this thing be completely, utterly destroyed, man. But right up from Bible show.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 19. It says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth."
Yeah, lay not your treasures upon earth. All right. Why are you sitting here investing on a long term with something that's about to be destroyed very shortly? All right. That's a bad investment. All right. Our investment is into our kingdom when Israel is back on top. All right. Because right now, like the elder always go into, well, we the last hire, first buyer. All right, we the bottom of the bottom, even though we the salt of the earth. How can we be the bottom of the bottom of it? And, you know, people still try to, you know, jog our style at the end of the day. But ultimately, we trying to get to the point. We want to get back to the point where we with our big brother, our Lord and Savior. You know, that everything is back rolling how it's supposed to be. You know, back to that regularly scheduled program. All right, the way that the Lord wanted this thing to be from the beginning.
I got a precept for you.
You got
That's what you were going into earlier. This is Romans chapter 8. I'm going to start at verse 16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. Yep. Hey, going into that salt. Yep. But what did it also say? If that salt has lost its flavor, then what's it worth? And a lot of you jakes out here that have cleaved under this system, you don't matter how talented you may be, how good you can dance or sing or be athletic, you're still a nigger. You're still a second-class citizen underneath these heathens. So it doesn't mean a goddamn unless you have your identity and your power.
Hey, if I can say it real quick, they had the same thing with that devil, that Edomite woman that told LeBron to shut up and dribble.
Keep dribbling that ball.
Keep dribbling that ball, man. Stay in your place, nigga. That's basically what she told him. Stay in your place. You know what you're supposed to be doing, and it's in that captivity, you would never be on this level, anything with the higher ups. All right, so stay in your place and control the people that we want you to control these people. You know, control your people the way we want you to control your people.
And you see what happens with, say, a Bill Cosby or Michael Jordan or these jakes that try to get into Esau's system and, you know, buy athletic teams. Or I think Bill Cosby was trying to buy CBS or something, NBC. And look what happened to him, a break charge. now his whole legacy is destroyed because this is not our rest. But this is verse 17. And if children, then heirs, heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Hamashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together.
God. That's what we're doing right now. We're suffering. All right? Like you said, the servant is not greater than his master. You know that Yahweh Shai walked this earth and he suffered, man. You know that our Lord walked a straight path in his lifetime, at that specific lifetime, and was still, massacred, slaughtered, crucified. All right? But in other words, we have to suffer these things too. But that's why you gotta have that main focus of not being grounded out here. Don't get complacent out here, man.
The next verse goes into just what you said.
Come on.
For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
That glory, man. Once we, and this is something that you brothers gotta always, take their time and meditate on this thing, man. Just imagine at the end of this race, what it says in that second address, when the Lord put them crowns on us, man. All right, putting that picture, having that as your drive, man, of the Lord telling you, good job, man. It's going to be a beautiful moment, but we got to have that motivation and look on the things up high, Come on.
This is 2 Corinthians 4, and I'm gonna start at start at 17. It says, "For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory."
It's like the affliction that's only for a moment, man. This ain't nothing but a blink of the eye of the Lord. Probably less than that. We've been in captivity for about 400 years, to say, roughly 500, and this ain't nothing to the Lord. All right, so everything that we're going through, you would think that, hey, man, this is so hard, and this is so much. It's so much that you're going through, and oh man, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this thing. Hey, man, the Lord, He already set this up for us, man. We already got the kingdom. All right, we just waiting for all this thing to come to pass. That you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we gonna be back on top again, man. Finish that Matthew.
Back in Matthew chapter 6, verse 19, it says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven. Neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also."
That's where your heart will be also, man. All right, so that heart, your la'ab, where your mind is going to be at, man. If your mind is to these things of the world, you're going to be of the world. All right, and if you're of the world, brother, can get that too. Image. Dealing with the world, the change that you imitate. So if your mindset is on the world and you locked in with the world, hey man, you locked in the destruction as well.
Yeah, but it's saying also what thieves break through and steal, because they can't steal the riches that we inquiring or we earning right here, right now. The work that we putting in right now, you can't steal that, man. These works are being recorded in the heavens, man. All right, you go and work for Esau, Edom, make you $5 million, man. All right, we see it with these so-called celebrities. All right, these rap niggas, man. All right, Kanye West, Kyrie Irving. When you go and speak for righteousness, or you go to and speak about the right things according to the truth of the scriptures, what happened? It vanished overnight, man. You watch Kanye West go from 400 billion to what? 10 million, man. Yeah, in a matter of a week.
Lost his billionaire status.
Yeah.
And that's how Esau take you out in this world. Even though definitely it's easy for him to put a bullet to your dome. But what he attacked mostly would be your finances. So once he knock out your finances, man, you ain't got nothing. All right? But what a thief steal, this is where we at. What the thief steal, even though, they got regular, niggas out here that are probably breaking to your stuff. But Esau Edom, man, he throwing a highway robbery, man.
One thing he do too, like he did Al Capone and them. When you go up against him, one of the things he do is tax evasion. Hit you for tax evasion.
Yeah.
Then he put you in jail. All he do like the last week or so, you seen that plane crash. All of a sudden his boat got sank. But guess what's on there? There were scientists on there ready to come out about this devil with the
Snake piss.
yeah, snake piss, right? And then it just kill you. This man don't give a hey man. One thing about Esau, the so-called white man, he don't care about it's a 757 jet with 240 people on the board.
The Titanic.
Yeah, if you want to kill the Titanic, if you want to kill one man, he kill everybody on the board, man.
Just think about that.
Nothing in them. They already consider you going. All right,
What's that guy's name you always mentioned? Finkelstein?
Rabbi Finkelstein.
Yeah, yeah.
So-called Rabbi Finkelstein. All right, them devils come out and tell you. All right, but it's up to you to believe. That's another thing. If you brothers, somebody can write it down for the brothers. Y'all write down Rabbi Finkelstein, man. Put in Rabbi Finkelstein and McDonald's. Another guy y'all brothers need to listen to is a guy by the name of John Todd. All right, Houston Mullins. These are the guys that are whistleblowers, man, because the Lord tell you in the scriptures that he was going to make Esau's tongue to fall upon themselves. You go ahead and get that test too. Go ahead, y'all got it.
Yeah, but again, like it's the like I lost my train of thought.
I had something back on that too.
Yeah,
Because you said, because Esau like to attack your finances.
Yeah,
That's what the last thing you said.
No.
But I'm gonna finish out on that because we're gonna go
I'll give him
into.
a couple more
This is
minutes.
2 Corinthians 4:17. It says, "For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory." It says, "While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal."
Get the I believe Matthew as well. Bless your eyes that see.
Yeah, you don't own nothing in this society either, man. These devils already tell you will own nothing and be happy. So you think you own a house? You don't own a house because you have something called a mortgage. The word mortgage alone means debt pledge. You don't own the land, so they own these houses, your cars. You know, like I say, the elite bankers who run the society pretty much systematically set for the system where they profit. That's why it says the borrower in the scriptures is subject to the lender. You will never own any goddamn thing, man. Right? It's just the way it goes. Right? You got the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds. Those are the ones that own America, livestock and barrel. They even own what they call the so-called president of this country, because this country is represents it's a corporation. It's not even a country, man. You have a vice president, a president, a secretary of state, so on and so forth.
Executive branch.
Executive branch. America comes out of the East Indian Company, man. All right? It's a business. And you're the consumers of this business, man. Matter of fact, you're the slaves of this business. Because if you got a Social Security number, and all of us got that Social Security number with that red number on it, that's your number on the stock market. They trade you every day on the stock market, on the stock market thing. I'm sure about that. I'm positive. I'm 1,000% positive. I'm 1,000% positive, man. For a fact. Extensive research.
I think that's a great question.
17 years of it. 17 years.
And we weren't high when we looked it up.
Y'all can do this shit all day, but did y'all do your research on certain
Do you even know what I'm talking about, though?
I do know what you're talking about. I'm grown, nigga. I know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about, brother.
Man, how old you is, bro?
You don't know what I'm talking about.
Bro, I'm
How old
well
you is?
educated, dog. I'm 30 years old, bro. Yeah, I'm well educated.
Same age.
Nigga, is you well educated, my dog? Like, you could do
You don't even know
all
what
this
I'm talking
okay shit like you well educated, my heart.
I think it's a great question. Honor those questions. I think what you're saying is a real perspective.
Can't hear you.
What you're doing here
Can't hear
is
you.
great. I think what you're saying, like America, like the government is a corporation, so thank you for saying that. But I think we should welcome the question.
You know, he's drunk, man. He doesn't even.
Like, you're on right off.
Yeah,
But I'm like, I do think what you're saying.
yeah. So the plans. Let me see that tip. And this ultimately the plans of the elite bankers. The elite bankers want to chip everyone, right? That's why they had.
That's the devil's work right there.
Yeah, but they want to put this in your right hand and your forehead. That's why they changing what we know as we speak, the money system. They're gonna crash this dollar, and the new system of money is gonna be the chip. They're not gonna care if you're rich or you poor. All right, they're gonna reset. They're gonna reset everything. The payment system. Right now, you got this system. You went from having a credit card with a black strip on the back where you swipe your card. From there, we went to the chip. Now we do tap and go. So the next thing to come is to put this in you. All right, and they got a guy you can look up by the name of Aaron Russo. Aaron Russo sit down with I think
Nicholas Rockefeller.
Nicholas Rockefeller, and he asked Nick Rockefeller, "What is the end goal to all this? Why y'all doing this to the people in America?" Because they were dealing about 9/11 and how 9/11 was an inside job. And he said, "Look, the end goal is to chip everyone in America. That's the end goal." And we got it in the scriptures. That's what that was about. I mean, I can't say it because of YouTube because they'll flag us, but the vaccination. The V word. The reason why they did all that.
It's a bad V.
Yes, a bad V.
Yeah, the bad V. The reason why they did that because what they did was took the med world, the medical world, and the financial world, and they merged them into one to put them on servers.
Yes.
All right. That's why they had everybody put them adult diapers on their face. To get you to comply.
You got it right.
Because if you didn't take the big pokey, what happened? You couldn't go in here. You couldn't come in the store, eat in a restaurant. And that's systematically to massage it into the society, man. Yeah, this gradually.
That's how you make everybody slave.
Yes, and they're doing it. Yeah. Go ahead, bring it out.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. It says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor.
He calls it all, small and great, meaning the regular people, the celebrities. Go ahead.
Rich and poor.
People that are rich or considered rich, or poor people. Go ahead.
Free and bond.
Meaning the people that's in jail or in the free world out here, he gonna cause it all. Okay, and you seen what he did with the big pokey. You want some donuts? Come take the big pokey. Right. You want some free beer? Maybe some weed. It was doing it. It was literally doing this. Give me that information about Wisconsin. Somebody give me the information about Wisconsin because in the state of Wisconsin, certain companies in the state of Wisconsin, you can't work there unless you have this already in you. They got clubs like this club, Club Baja in Europe. You can't even go in the club unless you have the chip. Sweden too. Go ahead.
It says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
To receive a mark in their right hand or their forehead. Now, when you go into that word mark in the etymology, that word mark there is what?
It says a thing carved, a sculpture, a mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist.
Yeah, but that mark means
sculpted.
Yeah, sculpted.
Engraved.
Strong definition too.
Get the strong definition.
Right. It says a scratch or etching, i.e. a stamp or a sculpted figure, a graven mark.
Yeah, they're gonna inject you with this chip because this chip is gonna be in the. You go into the strong word, the root word. It goes into the next definition for it. Karax would mean karax. The word karax in the Bible goes for the actual needle, the syringe that the chip is gonna be in. And they're gonna pierce your skin and put this in. And why are they gonna put this in your skin? Because these copper what do they call them?
Copper wires.
These copper wires actually hold heat. What's the hottest peak of a person's body? In your forehead and your right head. That's what holds most of the heat.
Because they're wrapped around that lithium battery.
Right.
So your body heat's gonna heat up that copper wire and power that lithium battery to keep that C hit going.
It was something about
Wisconsin,
something about
market
employees. But see, the thing about this Mark II, what it's going to do is going to hold all your information, all your med information, all your blood type, your kids, everything. And it's going to have your geographical locations, like your iPhone tracks everywhere you go at. They're going to track you, man. They're going to track you. Yeah, and say it can't be done. These guys literally started something in Boston with the Boston bomb. It shut down a whole city. What's
shut
that
down
to
the
country?
whole world in 2019 and 2021.
See, there you go. It's already started already. And then with the big pokey, you know what the big pokey been doing, people, right? It's been killing them. The men, they giving
They
it.
definitely are killing women that are my age.
They giving
That's
women.
unheard of,
They giving women ovary cancer.
Right.
And the men catching heart attacks, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like people my age that
Yeah.
don't have heart attacks.
But see, the thing about it, what the elite bankers call it thinning the herd, because they consider everybody out here cattle or gorium.
That is
They want to thin the herd out, you know.
The Georgia Guidestones to keep the population under 500 million. And there's currently 7.2 billion people on the earth right now.
And see, a lot of these numbskulls out here, they get caught up in this upcoming presidential election, and it don't matter who the hell the president is. Them elite bankers they've been thought out through their meetings they have in Bohemian Grove, the Trilateral Commission,
WEF,
Davos. They already know who's gonna be the president 10 years in advance. What they do with the what they call them? They call them with the peons out here, they get them to fight and war against each other when they already controlling the board. That's how we always go into. When you look at the actual Monopoly board, you think you're playing a game, but guess the actual guy with the big cap on the Monopoly board, that's J.P. Morgan Chase. It's showing you that we run the board. The board, that Monopoly board is considered to what out here? Finances and what's it?
What does the word monopoly mean? That means when one organization has a monopoly over several organizations, control over multiple organizations. So the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, these major families, they're the ones that have a monopoly over all these different industries over here.
That's what the word government means. The word government goes back to control, and mint goes back to the mind. They control the minds of the people. That's why they get you to go out to a poll every year. Every couple of years, you go out to a poll and punch in your ticket to see, I want this to be my president. No, him, her. When the word poll means, huh?
They do it to divide people too.
Yeah.
That's all that.
And all the poll is to get your thoughts on
popular opinion.
Your popular opinion. Yeah, popular vote, but they don't. But you got the electoral college. Them the ones who select the president, man. Electoral college. You don't have nothing to do with nothing. You don't have
making us feel like we got a vote.
Yeah, and they don't. Because what happened in the that's why America is considered the second leg of the Roman Empire. It happened the same way in Rome. When you study about the Roman Empire, you had the plebeians and the patricians. And the plebeians and the patricians were what? The Democrats and the Republicans back then. That sit there and put on political theater, making you think they arguing, make you think they're going up against each other. Whole while they're together, controlling you, man. And then what they do? Because we're in the prime time right now for what I'm about to say. We're in the prime time for what? Bread and circus, football games, holidays, TV shows,
presidential campaign,
and scandals, man. This is the prime time. And it's how they keep you wrapped up into the BS. Now, go ahead.
We just finished with the Olympics.
Yeah.
But you know, brothers will always go into what is it's the left wing and the right wing, but it's part of this.
I've got Revelation 13.
Yeah, same bird, man. Left wing, right wing, same bird, same.
I'm gonna get it.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 11. It says, and I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
And that dragon is going into what? You know, ultimately, you know, these elites out here, but these elites control what? America. And America is Rome all over again. And those two horns like a lamb is going into this left-right divide, Republican versus Democrats, to give you that illusion of choice. But what? They're still attached to that dragon. And that dragon's goal at the end of the day is to take away people's rights, bring about their great reset, you know, have everybody, you know, living in these 15-minute cities. And like what K. Schwab said, you will own nothing and be happy. Why do you think your rights are deteriorating each year? And they're opening up the borders to create this chaos on these streets with these migrants to bring about martial law.
We've been telling you for a long time. See these migrants that's coming over here? These migrants are literally NATO troops disguised as migrants, man. They didn't call ISIS over here in the last couple of months. They didn't call Russians,
Chinese,
triads. All right, they got another vicious Venezuelan gang that took over. They took over Colorado, man. Look up Aurora, Colorado, in an apartment complex. They took it over, and the government ain't doing nothing. I even got police officers that I know down here that say we can't touch them, we can't do nothing to them. That's why they ride around with no license, no registration, just doing whatever they want to do. But see, what they're doing here too, you can put it down there. What they're doing here too is they're gonna do their own systematic purge. Because what happened? All these different videos that me and brothers and watched and studied over time, a lot of those migrants that's coming over from Pakistan, and a lot of them are terrorists, man. It's already splinter celled in here. Syria, they said we just wait on the green light. So what I'm saying is, what they're gonna do, they're gonna make 9/11 look like a day at Chuck E. Cheese, man.
I just said that in the chat too. There was a former ex-military dude along with the dreads. He was a sniper.
Yeah.
He just said he said the same thing.
Yeah, they're gonna make the next terrorist attack they're gonna happen over here. They're gonna make 9/11 look like, I'm talking about a day with Mickey Mouse in it, man.
You're gonna wish for an event like that compared to what's coming.
And Klaus Schwab said it already. He said
we're coming into the era of shock events right before the elections. Multiple shock events.
And they did the same thing to you for 9/11. They've been, because what they at least do, they do something called black magic. And black magic, they show you something that they're gonna do before they do it. That's why they do that to hope that the karma don't come down on them. So they've been telling you through movies like The Matrix, cartoons like The Simpsons, that we was gonna knock down them towers way before they happen. And they foreshadowed it, man. Huh?
Really?
Yeah.
Now I gotta start watching Back to the Future.
And Trump too. When Biff, got rich because he, stole the almanac, he became like Donald Trump.
Yeah. And all these,
So where should we go? Who should we vote for?
Voting doesn't matter.
It doesn't. I was gonna say, and that's what they think. Like
Pick
it's already
your
picked.
choice.
No,
they already picked already.
It's already picked.
It's picked 10 years in
The
advance.
government is set up where none of us, they just make us think that we are. We're just a pawn.
Yeah.
That's all. We're like little puppets.
We need guidance in the sense that nobody
It's
knows
gone.
where to go.
God is the
Hey, this place been gone since they set up the IMF, man, International Monetary Fund. When they leave back the Federal Reserve, when they set up the Federal Reserve years ago, when they killed Lincoln and Kennedy, this place been gone. The banks already just straight, or the elites already did what they needed to do here.
You can't just
And they got these people. The people out here just dumb as hell. You can tell them what's going to happen before it happens. They don't care, man. Everybody just look at the streets. Look at us and look at them down there.
Everybody's just working until they decide to collapse the economy. Because this economy is going to collapse. There's going to be martial law. There's going to be no saving America. America's through with. It's a done deal.
That bring the FEMA sign?
Yes.
I know the sign kind of old and beat up, but this is the ultimate goal of them too. Is to put all you people, put you in FEMA camps, man. Right? This is the goal of the elite bankers. To put all of you in FEMA camps through what their motto is called order out of chaos. All right? Because we know Katrina was a trial run for what they plan on doing, man. All right? This government imploded those walls, man, here in New Orleans, to do what? Shake up the structure of this place. Go ahead, though. I'll bring the scriptures up.
I got something. It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. God.
Yeah.
Chapter 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw it nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes."
Read it over. So like, I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna let y'all read it.
God, it's 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 15.
Y'all wanna go into it or what? Oh, you want me? I knock it out right back. I'll give it to you, bro.
It's 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 15. It says, "For the sword in their destruction draw it nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another."
Right, and that's what's gonna happen too in this society. In this society here, right, whether it be through the presidential elections, whether it be through economic collapse, all right, they're gonna have race riots out here in the streets of America, all right? Civil unrest, all right? And That's what the Bible prophesied to happen. Not us. Not that we got all these men right here got together last night and we all went to writing our own. No, this is out the Bible. The Bible prophesies of civil unrest. Go ahead.
It says, and swords in their hands.
One people gonna stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands. What's the modern day swords? The guns, the rifles, man. Okay, and straight anarchy is getting ready to happen here in this society. You can see it. If you got two brain cells rubbed together, you can see what's going to happen here. All right, and not just in New Orleans, throughout this whole country. You go study Oakland, L.A. and San Francisco. What's been happening in the last 2 years? Those places, I'm talking about, it just straight going for what they know out there, man. Detroit, okay. You got down here in the South, man. All right, because like I said before, you don't control a damn thing. Your vote don't matter to a damn thing to these elites, man. How you gonna say you control anything when they control? Let's go back to the Civil War. They control both sides of that. Okay.
Control opposition.
They control. They already tell you we control both sides of the war.
They fund both sides.
They fund both sides.
All wars are bankers' wars.
All wars are bankers' wars, man. All they did to the ones in the South, they just gave them faulty guns and stopped supplying them with money and ammunition, man. And they collapsed. Go ahead.
It says, verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men.
Sedition amongst men, go ahead.
And invading one another.
See, these men out here gonna invade one another, man. Right? It's like you go into the 92 Rodney King riots, so you seen how that was? That's gonna happen here. Okay? We just being the men of the Lord, the prophets out here to tell you before it happened. That's what the Lord does in Jeremiah. In Jeremiah 28:8, man. Hey, bring it up. Bring this out for him. It's the quote. Name the quote from the guy. That's just the quote from the lady. And bring it up.
Gutto. No, his name Gutto Snapper. Gutto Snapper. Mayor Amschel Rutler, the wife of Rothschild. It says, if my sons did not want wars, there would be none.
Yeah, true. Yeah. That's why they put your sons and your daughters. That's what's gonna happen too. A lot of you women in the society, a lot of you men in society, you don't get drafted, man. That's why they stuff your sons and daughters over there into Iraq and Afghanistan for damn 10 plus years. All right. See, America is spread thin. The military is spread thin. And what's going to happen, too, this military is going to get pushed over there to the region of Saudi Arabia for the Third World War, man. Keep going out.
This is the second Esdras 15 and 16 in the GNT in the Good News translation. It says, there will be great political turmoil with one group trying to overpower another and gain control.
Read that in the Bible again, what it says. All right, thank you.
But I love this. I think that you are totally on point and good research, by the way.
All right, thank you so much.
Like,
all right.
Very good.
Come on, man. I'm gonna get a call for that.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a call behind that one, man. Hey, brother. Go ahead. I bet she about to tell me something. You go ahead. Go ahead, man. I think she about to tell me something. She. Oh shit.
This second Esdras chapter 15 verse 17. It says, a man shall desire. 16. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And we're coming down at that time. Well, men will just wild out, man. I'm talking about just be on some straight Conan gladiator shit out here. All right? You women, you gonna just fold some goddamn women, man. Straight up.
Oh, big boy
right?
shit.
Straight up, man. And then, like, even in the scripture said the men here in this society gonna turn into straight pimp bitches, man. Yeah. Hold up. That's how it's gonna go down, man. For what they gonna see out here. And all you niggas, you niggas is just everybody faking, brother. Everybody faking. Everybody gangster. until the real gangsters come out. Until shit, until my real heads get to rolling in this society. It's finna come. All right? Let this economy crash. Let this economy crash in the next hour. We're gonna see who all the gladiators and the real niggas and the gangsters is, man. All right? We're gonna see who all those independent women. We're gonna see how independent you is in a minute. I don't need no motherfucking man. I got it on my own. I'm a boss bitch. We're gonna see. When society collapses, we're gonna see, man. Go ahead.
Like Quick said, everybody knows it said pressure made diamonds and it busts pipes also.
Yeah.
You know, so best believe when that time comes that a lot of pipes gonna be getting bust around this.
Yeah, a lot of pressure gonna be applied, man.
Yeah.
All right. All you motherfucking you like them chicks, them bull daggers and shit. You gonna turn back to women, man. I bet you. I promise you.
Scriptures mention how like women in
Yeah. You so-called men, you gonna get balled up somewhere hot, man. Because like I said, the brother he got that assignment when these troops and these different these splinter cells that got over here, what they about to do in society, you're gonna be begging, man. Okay? And like I said in the past video, imagine you be out here, you watching full-blown shootouts for hours, man. That's what's gonna come to the society, man. It's gonna be the norm.
Like that, you seen that clip? The brother page is a GMS dedication. He said it should be a Holland in Zion, and the girl, she was on a live stream in the projects in Alabama going to fight another chick. But a chick pulled up with some dudes who was all strapped up. You seen that? And then she fought the chick, and the dudes wound up taking out their guns. Yeah. But it sounded like the gunshots was going on for about 5 minutes. It was
That's
crazy.
a long time.
It was crazy.
5 minutes is a long time in a gun battle, man.
Yeah.
All right? A minute is long. 50 seconds is long. Go ahead.
I got a precept for y'all.
You got a precept.
Jeremiah 30:6. I'm holding that.
He got it. He got it. All right.
Good.
Spirit.
It's Jeremiah 30, verse 5. It says, "For thus said the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness." These question marks, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That's how it's gonna be. Everybody's face turned pale with fear, with horror. I mean, people gonna lose it, man. When people can't get the bread and water and resources for themselves, all for their kids, people gonna lose it, man. And that's I'm gonna say this too. That's gonna be the next attack. The next attack is gonna be on your kids. All right, these devils, right along with Kill Gates and the rest of these guys, they're stirring something in the pot right now to come against your kids, man. This shit ridiculous. That shit is ridiculous, man. Like I said, you got BBL Judy out here doing that shit. That shit ain't gonna be able to save you, man. You big, ginormous booty bitch ain't gonna be able to pop no fence, man. You can't get out in that car with a BBL, brother. All right?
It's gonna be stuck.
You're gonna get stuck. You see it, huh? Fucking ass longer, her booty longer than Canal Street, man. Some little bitty ass pigeon legs, man. But that's what niggas go for. I want the big booty BBL bitch, brother. Bitch can't do nothing, man. She can't cook, can't clean, can't do a goddamn thing, man. All she is, women like that just gonna die in this society, bro. Man, I can't go around that way. Just hold the camera that way, man. A lot of them like that just gonna die, brother. The faster Esau go down is the faster they go down too, man. That's why I say, live it up. Do your thing, man.
This was going on with them. They all end up getting the BBL.
Yeah, all of them.
Down in the hospital.
Nobody can sit their ass down in the hospital because all of them got a BBL, man. Got that hydrogel in their ass, man.
Everybody in the hospital standing up.
It's a goddamn shame, man.
They got it done. All this shit sold up, and then everybody standing up. All of them.
Yeah, it's a goddamn shame, man. You 5'2" with an ass ass big as that goddamn truck turning the corner, man. Something wrong. You know? That's why these women are simple, man. Can you imagine? They're just running. Can you imagine them running in JT? Jumping the fence? Can't even hide. You can't even swim. Imagine swimming from the truth and trying to dive underwater. That ass is just gonna keep you afloat, man. You can't get nowhere. You know? Go ahead, brother.
Book of
break it down too.
God, it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 32 and 9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease." Okay, break it out.
This is Isaiah chapter 32.
No, go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 32, verse 9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled. Ye careless women, for the vengeance shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled. Ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins."
Overall, man, like the elder was just going into, man, these women don't have a care in the world. They don't have a sense of what's going on. All right? And then that day they're going to be looking for a man. All right? That, what did it say? That day that the man to be
precious and fine gold.
Yeah. Is the good go to over? It was another one. Oh, that might be the same one with the
Same one.
Come on. Yeah, come on, man. Y'all gonna be wishing that y'all turn time back to do the things that y'all needed to do. What's to find the holy man. All right?
Read this for you, man.
I'm gonna stop.
This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 2. "And the man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in weary land."
You're gonna be that covering, man. And that day, it'll be a blessing for that woman to be around a righteous man. All right? If not, you shit out of luck. You know, you fuel to the fire.
Because if I can say it,
The brother from LA said he showed a video of a woman talking about she got a gun, she still be scared. What you gonna do? Literally, what your women gonna do with a gun, man? You can't do shit. You know, hey man, most women, 99% of women in society are not tactical at all, man. You don't know what to do, man. I don't get that they're in the army, they still don't know what to do, man. So they're not putting them in them women. I would go AWOL. If I was on, I'd go AWOL with a woman on side of me, man. Gunfire, oh my God, help me. She gonna break down in the midst of gunfire, man. Go ahead,
in the military, it's a reason why they have two different standards. Why their standard is way less than ours, which has always been a complaint. You know, they always want to be equal and so on and so forth, but I think they max out, they gotta do like 30 push-ups, 40 push-ups, something like that.
Push-ups? No.
Push-ups way less than that, but everything is always less. They'll never have that standard as a man. But for somebody like that to be out here boldly, you know, without, it makes no sense.
So what's gonna happen when the men seek their life?
This is Jeremiah 4:30. It says, "And when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do?" So like when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou clothest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with painting, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. Thy lovers will despise thee, they will seek thy life.
What's your boy off the Purge? No man, the cycle. It says off the Purge, the cycle dude. Skeletor. Yeah, man, it's gonna be many Skeletors walking around in this day, man. And then also that same Migo that was at the beginning as well, that finally got the chance to be in the room with that woman that he wanted. You know, like that's what for you careless women, man. All right, that's the end goal of that. If you want to continue to have that hot girl summer.
Another thing too, it shows you before that even got started, he was one of them people waiting for that to happen.
Yeah.
And they got people like that out here right now, bro. They waiting for some shit to pop off so they can wreak all havoc on everybody.
Capitalize. They're ready to capitalize on it, man. It's like a criminal, man. They ready to The lights go off right now for a couple of days. What's gonna happen, man? Looting, stealing.
Get ready to do it.
It's gonna do it, man. It's gonna go down.
You've been seeing all over the news too.
Hey, he inebriated, brother. Just let him just go up the street.
Well,
brother.
you don't know.
Just go up the street, brother. You're inebriated, brother.
Kill you for this shit.
You're
I will kill you on this shit. Don't ever talk to me.
Man, just go up the street, brother. Just go up the street. You're wasting your time.
I ain't one of them niggas.
You're wasting your time. Go up the street, man. Just go up the street.
That's what
Just go up the street, brother.
you trying to
Just go up the
predict
street.
that this one is this, right?
We don't care. Just go up the street. We don't even care. We don't know what you're talking about. We don't know nothing. Just go up the street.
Wow, I will
Just go ahead.
punch you in the
Just go ahead, man. Just go ahead, man. Go enjoy yourself. You from Chicago? Go enjoy yourself, man.
Bourbon. Go to Bourbon.
Go ahead, man. You're wasting your time. It's not for you, man. It's not for you. Yeah, I'm right. I know. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Get the fuck out of here, man.
That brother was just saying he don't know this. Who's the second one?
Yeah.
The other guy is fucking tripping.
Get the fuck out of here, man. They don't know niggas, man.
Very active. Demons are very active.
Dr. Keemer. Who the fuck is Dr. Keemer?
I ain't know what the fuck
about.
Yeah, dumbass nigga, man. Jordan was in that cup. Go ahead up the block, man. He dealing with no nigga.
That guy about a night.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Hey, man. Hey, Captain fucking Seal, up the street, man.
Go drink a tall glass and shut the fuck up. Go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
It's 2 blocks down, make a left and jump in the rope. Go ahead, man.
Wasting your fucking time with these
He gonna
niggas.
go do that shit too. 2 blocks down, take a left, and you gonna jump in the river. And then you have your camera telling you.
Yeah, this shit
I give
ridiculous,
him what he said there. I got This second Esdras, chapter 15, verse 19. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Whether it's a woman, it's your good buddy, you've been knowing for 15 years, y'all been neighbors. Say a man ain't gonna have no pity upon his neighbor, man. You see, that's the times that we're coming into. It says, who shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. I got that other one.
Like I said, in that day, man, doors gonna be getting kicked in, man. All right, doors gonna be getting kicked in. That mighty man, that so-called mighty man of the household, gonna get knocked out of that. Your goods gonna get spoiled, man. They gonna, and that they probably gonna run through your woman, man. All right, you everybody that is at ease, you women that are at ease, you men that are not coming back to the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, it's nothing but madness and terror that's gonna come towards you, man. Everything worse, your worst imagination, all of that's gonna come to you. You know. Yeah, bring it up.
The second Esdras 16, verse 46. It says, for strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses and take their children captives, and in captivity and famine shall they get children.
It's gonna be, come on, man.
Yeah, it says strangers gonna reap their fruits, man. That's for the things you produce, all right? The things that you labor for, other people are gonna reap those things, man. Yeah, with force. You see, like the elder all been going into with these martial, these NATO troops, all right? Blackwater, okay, IMF, all right? All of these different migrants that you got coming here, all right, that's just waiting on the call, man, they gonna do whatever they want in that day, man.
Yeah, they showed you in that movie, what's the one that we recently just watched at the movies?
Civil War?
Civil War. Yeah, Civil War. They showed you that, you know, it's gonna be mass chaos going on. It's gonna be soldiers that completely just left from the military and making their own band to go ahead and steal and pillage all the things that they want.
It happened for the time of Katrina. Across the river, they had militias, domestic militias going on. Guys banding together, neighbors, friends, right? And they just running through shit, man. Edomites. Meanwhile, you busting in here, coming out with 40 pairs of tennis shoes. Nigga in waist deep water with a TV. Where you gonna plug that bitch up at?
Yeah, the lights off like a motherfucker.
That's what nigga was doing. That's what niggas was doing. Right?
if I could say, I got a testimony of remember talking to a guy in the military. He was talking about out here in Katrina, how that being a good time, being on that other side, being with the military. That man talk about no speed limit. We got the doors open, just coming through, speeding. You know, probably have our drinks. We're just having a good time out there, just pretty much just bullshit. You know?
Yeah, like them IDF Israeli troops they had over here guarding these big massive homes right along with Blackwater. They said it wasn't enough action out here, man. They were killing so many niggas, they said it wasn't enough action. Yeah. All right? Just like on the Purge, they had that, I think I showed you, bro. I showed this brother a long time. Remember I showed you over on the Danziger Bridge, they had a fucking, just like in the Purge with that dude in the back with the gun. They had a fucking 18-wheeler going around here doing the same shit. Remember, I don't know if y'all remember the handicapped guy and his brother got killed on the the retarded brother got killed on the Danziger Bridge and they shot him up. They were from that truck. They were putting men in a truck, driving them to the east and shooting them in the back of their head, man. Over 5,000 men. And they got a woman named Cynthia McKinney, who was a Louisiana representative, brought that shit out too, man. Waste of time. Go ahead.
Matthew 24:12. This says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And I believe when you read in the NLT, it says, lawlessness shall abound. So it's gonna be just chaos, complete chaos. Everything you can imagine gonna be going on. That's 24:12, man.
Yeah. And what's the spoil of what? I'm look like them Bob brother, man. He like the Bob. He could be the Bob brother. He look like a. Yeah. What's the spoils of what, man? Whatever you can get your hands on, man. Women, you name it, man. Jewelry, riches, gold. Everybody gonna be going for what they know out here, man. Yeah, it's gonna be lawless out here. Give me I gotta definitely name the video from last night I did. Look at the word brink, B-R-I-N-K. Look at the word anarchy. Yeah. Brink means on the edge, on the extreme edge.
Read it.
Yeah.
This is the word brink, B-R-I-N-K, in the online etymology. It says the edge or border of a steep place.
What is that?
The edge or border of a steep place.
Keep going.
It says a steepness or edge, a shore, a bank, a grassy edge to project an edge. You know,
it's another one talking about like a very sharp edge. This is another definition I seen last night.
Was it on the etymology or was it a regular?
It's on dictionary.com.
I got that.
Get it.
You said dictionary?
Dictionary. Get that word too in dictionary. You can read some of it, but use it in the dictionary too.
This is the word anarchy in the etymology online. It means absence of government, lack of a leader, the state of people without a government, rulerless.
So the force of the people actually gonna what? Stand in their own hands, man.
Because the government gonna be absent.
Yeah, the government gonna be absent. And we already absent out here.
What's that thing that happened on here when the man in a Dollar Tree or something he jizzed on a lady's leg or some shit like that?
He gave us some of that man juice on her leg, man.
They already getting crazy.
Yeah. And half these niggas out here, none of you than a goddamn than a motherfucker out here, man.
You gonna be one of those military niggas.
Come on, TT. Where?
This that word brink. And on dictionary.com, it says the edge or margin of a steep place or of land bordering water. Any extreme edge of verge.
Yeah, so we on the break, on the extreme edge of what? Anarchy. And the brother read anarchy.
This is the word anarchy in dictionary.com. It says a state of society without government or law, political and social disorder due to the absence of governmental control, lack of obedience to an authority.
Lack of obedience to an authority. Go ahead.
And confusion and disorder.
Confusion and disorder. That's what's gonna happen here, man. All right. Like I say, this pan camera around. You can look at the last couple of days of this block. They're gonna plunder this shit. All these goddamn stores with liquor, food, you name it, they're gonna plunder this shit, man. A lot of this shit gonna be on fire. Oh, my bad. Cars flipped over. All right. And you're gonna have a couple of skeletons, man. You already got a New Orleans serial killer going around, bodying shit. You know, niggas sick out here.
Serial rapists.
Yeah, that too, man.
We got serial rapists, man.
Yeah, niggas riding around with them pockets full of blue pills, man. I'm sick. Ready to get off on some shit on a moment's notice. These niggas are sick out here, man. I think New Orleans has a high level of, very high level of mental patients out here, and just in this city alone. Half these niggas out here are mental patients, man.
How much
belong in the shrinks? Go ahead.
I was about to say, how much more when the hospitals know what not holding? When they
Gonna come out.
Yep.
Gonna let them niggas loose, man.
I think they already let the prisoners in Louisiana
Hey man, just imagine them niggas out there like this, radio. niggas out here loose. Man, niggas gonna cut up, man. Niggas gonna cut up. Especially if they one of these tribes, niggas gonna cut up, boy. Edomites. You already know the white man just automatically off the gate. What he get on?
Off the bat.
Off the bat, you know what he get on, man. All right, this shit gonna get serious. This shit ain't what we saying ain't nothing to play with. Guys want to sit up here and debate like the drunk nigga from Chicago. Ain't nothing to talk about, man. We sit up here debating. Even the other one. You heard him? Did you hear him earlier? The dude with the glasses on. Lord have mercy. What are we talking about, man?
You did your research on that? You did your research on what you said? Did you do your research on that shit you said?
You don't even know what we talking about. That's the thing. 100% of you niggas that come out here, like you have a nigga get out, I seen it in playing time. They get off the trailer right here and straight want to debate. You don't even know what we talking about. You don't even know what's going on, man. That's a problem with you niggas, man. Yeah, for nothing. Say, bitch, I'm just fucking. Nigga ain't playing. Nobody playing with you, man. I'm just playing with you. Oh, you hear me? You got that. Ain't nothing, man, stupid, man. Oh, I hate you niggas from New Orleans, man, with a passion. All right? Yeah, ain't nobody Joseph and all that other shit. Ain't nothing to play with, man. Go ahead, bro.
God, it's back in Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that there is none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Get him on camera. That's coming. That's gonna be a lot of people in that day, man.
Oh,
in Jacob's trouble.
Man, y'all pass up Esau? Real Esau. That boy, man.
He's fresh out the cave.
Fresh out that bitch. 2 minutes ago on his mama's call, eating them fleas, man. Yeah. He the prototype. He the prototype. Go ahead, brother.
Really good Bobby shot.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7, alas, for that day is great, so that there is none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
God, a time like no other, man. Things that we've only seen in movies that you would think would be something imaginatory, that in your imagination, you know? But all this thing is going to come here in America, all right? Mass chaos, nation rising against nation.
You on this sign, brother?
Yeah, what's up?
You on this sign?
See your nationality on that sign,
Actually, I don't even see myself.
Vietnamese? You fall under what? Well, Araya. Vietnamese fall under who? Moab? Or an extension of
They would be considered Moab.
They'll be considered Moab. You fall under an extension of that. Chinese. Yeah. You got a lot of Japanese.
But you got a lot of Jake that was in Vietnam too. You know, they went to war in Vietnam. A lot of let me turn this around. In the time of Vietnam, you know, a lot of Israelite men, the men on the sun, went to war over there, and they had slept with the women and left. You know.
And why so many children? That's
Children had conflict with their country because they weren't accepted.
Right.
They're like, there's this big child done in my country.
Right. And it really based on, give me numbers 1 and 18. It's really based on what your father is. Your nationality, that's what it's considered what makes you. If your father is a
because that's the scripture.
Yeah, that's the
always
scripture.
describe yourself as who your father is.
Yeah,
right?
never your mother.
That's what he did.
Yeah, never your mother. Your mother's just an incubator. She's just like the earth. A man plants seed in the earth. It's like we have sex with women. It's like planting seed in the earth. So whatever we are, whatever we is, that's what that baby gonna be. Despite what the mother is. Now the baby might have characteristics of the mother, facial features of the mother, or skin tone of the mother, but it don't matter. You know, but see over here in the West, through this false education system, they make you think you from your mother. They tell you that they tell you really like color. Really, it's not even about color. Now we bring out skin color based on for the truth's sake, right? Because like for instance, this guy, you know, this guy right here that the world called Jesus Christ, it's a false image. He really is this guy, Caesar Borgia. Right. 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 That's right. That's right. I gotta give you that one, man. I gotta give you that one. That's right. You heard that? You heard what he said? He said the person with power makes the rules, makes the money, man.
Are y'all along with Judea or Christianity?
Now, we don't deal with religion, right? We deal with our heritage that was stolen from us, right? Because they stole our history and lied to us and told us we were black, we were African Americans, which we're not. Our homeland is really the land of Israel. But the so-called Jews are at, they're not the real Jews, man. The real Jews in America are the so-called Negroes in America. They're really the real Jews based on biblical prophecy, right? Because the prophecies of Deuteronomy in the 28th chapter entails on what was going to happen to these tribes. They tell you that one group of people is going to put them on cargo ships and send them to a whole other place. That never happened to those people in that land. They adopted Judaism, all right, in what, 1948, through the Balfour Declaration being passed, you know? It was never the people, man. They made themselves the people through that fake thing called the hollow. And that never happened. When you start doing extensive research, you find out that Hitler was a Rothschild. Hitler himself, he was a Rothschild. His father was Baron Rothschild, right? And so they set that whole thing up to happen to do what? Take control of the land of Israel. To actually, and also to wage war, to take over resources of different major countries, man. Because even that other shit that happened, what do they call that damn thing? Pearl Harbor that was an inside job. Everything that happens here in America was an inside job. Inside job. We had some of the top engineers in America, over 150 plus engineers say that was controlled demolition.
Right. There's no way fuel gas can do that.
Jet fuel don't burn like that. Yeah, when you it's a reason why you go to the pumps and your gas say 83, 87, 93. Once you go past 93, you might slightly go to 97. But anything past 97, you go into 103, I think is race fuel. You got E85, and then you got jet fuel past that. That shit burn cold. When you deal with diesel fuel, diesel is cold. It don't even burn like that. You can't even really. It doesn't burn.
And it makes no sense how when we went over there because of 9/11, we stayed on the oil base, guarding oil. What does that have to do with the fucking building?
Hey, but Timmy.
For what? It has nothing to do with 9/11.
Nothing.
But Timmy.
FBI even.
But tell me, how does aluminum plane, a thin aluminum plane, slice through concrete and still beams like butter? That plane went from one side to the other. It really, you look into dive deep into that. You know, we did some research over the years. Larry Silverstein, the guy, put a big insurance policy on it. Yeah.
All the people investing their money in tanks and machine guns and all that. They got to do that, you know, get the money.
Yeah.
Look, I appreciate the conversation.
Yeah, once again, man.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 49, verse 12. It says, "Behold, these shall come from far, and lo, these from the north and from the west, and these from the land of Sinim." And the word Sinim, it means a people living at the extremity of the known world that may be identified with inhabitants in southern China. So, your spirit is that witness that, you should be an Israelite. You fall on the side. You can't be, So, the spirit, how deal with our spirit got witness that you can be an Israelite, and we know that they were scattered to the first parts, like you said, Vietnam, China, and never fall under that.
Have a good one now. Backing up what the brother was saying, to tell you that Israel is the same to the sea. All right? Israel is scattered all around the world. Was it something?
I was just going to say Israel is a speckled bird.
Speckled bird.
Yeah, speckled bird.
It's that thing what the scriptures were called the confusion of faith. Okay? But understand that, like the brother Kayab brought out, we try the spirit. God, just that, to see. Because if you would think that you're talking to a white man, but his lineage goes back to Israel, and he has that potential to be saved.
Italian, right? From
Ireland. Yeah.
Our people, you go into the Middle East over there, man. Our people was dominating that Ireland, over there, Wales, and all that. Man, that's Israelites, man.
Sicily.
Bro, Jake is the majority in the world. We're not the minority, man. That's what people don't understand. There's more millions of Israelites. These other nations are but small folk.
They like to see we the minority.
They say we the
But
minority.
they gotta tell us that.
Yeah.
They gotta see that.
Jake is in all nations. Get Jeremiah 12 and 9. Jeremiah 12 and 9 and Hosea 8 and 8. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 12 and 9. And what the brother just quoted. It says, "Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird.
Right, go ahead.
The birds round about are against her."
Yep, the birds round about are against it. A speckled bird means what? His people is in colorful. They're in many places, man. Just like that man could have been a Jake. Right? We try the spirit by the spirit, we don't know. Right. But a lot of our, you got a lot of Israelites in what? Japan? Over there where he at, man?
But he get it. It's sad that he was getting it over. He was getting it over one of you
regular Jakes.
One of you regular looking Jakes, man.
Regular looking Jakes.
He was a Jake. Yeah, he ain't giving no.
Yeah, we
like he had some soul with him too, man.
We think he a Jake, but
Yeah, he had some spunk with him, man. He had a person, he had that dog personality, the Moabites.
Yeah.
Every time you see a Moabite, he just.
He was a motherfucker. Yeah.
They be scary too. They don't be wanting to have that contact with Jake like that.
You look hungry and full at the same time.
You know, the real Moabite, he got that constipated look, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
This
he got no, that was it.
It's Hosea 8 and 8. It says, Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure.
Yeah, we swallowed up, man. Through captivity, we were all scattered around the earth. All right. Kai.
That's that great seed that.
Yeah, Kai.
Four corners, man.
Kai.
Well, you got it, I said.
Yeah, no, you good, brother. Nah, you good. But ultimately, like I said, by us going through captivity, you know, we mingle amongst all these other nations, all right? And ultimately, like the example of Drake and his son. If Drake's father was a brown-skinned man, and he was a light-skinned man because he dealt with a white woman, if they continue to have their children dealing with white women, their lineage is going to lighten up, all right? So by that's the speckled bird. That's that confusion of face, all right? That's just pretty much through the scriptures, you know? You have some of you?
Yeah, I have some. This James 1:1. It says, James, a servant of the Most High and of the Lord, Yahweh Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings. Yeah, so just going into what you've been saying, bro. The 12 tribes, we scattered all over the world. We everywhere.
Hey, and that means, in the scripture, it means shamefaced for the Israelite foreigners. It means shamefaced, man. Okay?
Confusion of face.
Right.
They're in a confused state. They're confused because, hey, we're in captivity. Hey, we lost our identities too.
Right. So that was that. Technically, that what that means, man.
This is Hosea chapter 1, verse 10. It says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power.
We in this captivity right now, where you know people would think that hey, that's just the nigga over there. That's just the space. You know what I'm saying? We was told that we was nothing. What's the saying? It's three-fifths of a man. Three-fifths of a man. You know, we're nothing out here. But when it would be told that here that we are the princes of Yahweh Bashim Shad. We are Yasharal.
Yeah.
We are the people of the Bible.
And that's why we tell you too that you so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, even you Latinos, you're a part of this, man. This ain't what you think it is. It's because you see a bunch of brown faces. A lot of these brothers up here ain't just black men. It's different tribes up here, man.
This ain't a black thing.
This ain't a black thing. This ain't this ain't you know, it ain't what you think it is. Okay? Like the brother went into earlier. The Lord considers his people like a speckled bird. So it being a speckled bird, it comes in all different colors, man. From the lightest hue of brown all the way to the darkest hue. Alright? They even come and looking with the features of other nations, man. Okay?
Look at Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 18. It says, in those days, the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel. If I can say, the house of Judah represents the so-called northern kingdom. All right, Judah, Benjamin,
southern kingdom.
Southern kingdom, Salaki. And you know, down from Simeon on down to the rest of the tribes represents the northern kingdom, man. You know, it says, in those days shall the house of Judah walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north to the land that I have given for an inheritance unto your fathers.
If the recollection through the scriptures, through the history of the scriptures, you know, Judah and Israel, we wasn't put in captivity together. All right, it was a split. All right, what was that?
Going to the
Syria. Yeah, that was in 2 Kings, I believe. 2 Kings 15 under Shalmaneser, I believe. Yeah, but you know, so that was the separation. That's why we were split. All right, which ultimately was a curse that came from around with King Solomon. All right, once King Solomon went off, and Jeroboam and Rehoboam, the kingdom split up. All right, so that was the time that we went to the northern kingdom went to under Assyrian captivity, and the southern went under the Roman captivity. All right, but again, it was never a point in time you know, that we were ever in captivity together.
Yes, I'm gonna bring that up. Say that one more time, brother.
Yeah, it was never a time that Judah and Israel was in captivity together.
I'm about to bring this out the back up. This is Jeremiah 50 and 33. It says, "Thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Yes.
And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go." So if that never happened in history, well, Judah and the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, if they was never oppressed together, when did that happen? That happened no, it's right now.
In the land where we was told that we are not the princes of the power.
You know, where we remembering ourselves. Jeremiah 50 and 33. Jeremiah 50 and 33. Jeremiah 50 and 33 says, "Thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go."
Get Baruch chapter 2 and 30.
This is Baruch 2 and 30. It says, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves."
And like I said, not in the land of our captivity, we remember ourselves. All right? This truth has only been getting pushed for a very short time. All right? That thing just started getting back in motion of everybody, you know, the elect, that 1/3 coming back to their heritage. You know, this thing being pushed on a highways and byways, you know? But ultimately, again, in this captivity, this is where all of these things was going to happen. All right?
Yeah, I was about to say too, a part of us like remembering ourselves, we relearning and understanding that the 12 tribes of Israel, all these different tribes of people, the so-called Latinos, Native Americans, who would have thought that that was our relatives? Right. So we remember we're remembering ourselves, our whole heritage.
Because it all goes back to our history.
Yeah.
To, like the brother said, to understand the mysteries, you got to know the history, man. Right? Now this is 2 Kings chapter 17. Man, I don't know where to start at. I want to get the point, but it's a lot of things. This is 2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 5. It says, "Then the king of Assyria came up throughout all the land and went up to Samaria and besieged it 3 years." Right? Now, when you go into this king is talking about Shalmaneser the 5th, all right? He came up to I believe it was the king of the northern kingdom, all right? He besieged it, man. All right, this is when the northern kingdom got took captive, all right? And they never saw the southern kingdom ever again, all right? Until we got here in this captivity. See, it says, I'm gonna jump to, because I read all of this, brother.
Where it say what the basically they put the fake ones and then lions came and.
Oh, that's weird. That's a little bit. A couple chapters.
Oh, God.
Before they put it in the lions tore them up.
Yeah, because they couldn't follow the light. Wasn't the people that was in the land. Right. They already got replaced with.
Yeah. But this is the point. It says, "Therefore the Lord Yahweh was very angry with Israel and removed them out of his sight, and there was none left but the tribe of Judah only." All right, and Judah represents the southern kingdom, man. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. All right, those are the ones that were left in. All right, but you had Shalmaneser the 5th that came and took them captives, man. Took them away, you know.
Malachi.
This Malachi 3:16. It says, "Then they feared the Lord Yahweh, spake often one to another, and the Lord Yahweh hearkened and heard it, and the book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord Yahweh and that thought upon his name."
This is that book of remembrance, man. These scriptures, all right? It was broken down by our elders, you know, our elders and apostles that was doing this work before us, man. And they made it plain upon tables. You get that, Bible? They made it plain upon tables, so they could run to. Yeah, to run out there reading. You know, our elders and apostles, they they did this hard work before us, you know, again, for us to get this, man. For us to have this book of remembrance, for us to come back, you know, ultimately it was the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that in that day that it'll be, you know, his chosen to be known, you know. Yeah, more than that.
Yeah, I got more. Verse 17, it says, "And they shall be mine, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and that day when I make up my jewels, and I will spare them as a man spared his own son that served him."
We are those Jews, you know. If you following the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, you know, day in and day out, you know, fighting for your crown, you are the Jews of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right?
And it says, "I will spare them as a man spared his own son that served him." Because we've been spared, given the name, you know, the Lord giving us the understanding of the come back from, right? And it's verse 18. It says, "Then shall you return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth the Most High and him that serveth him not." But we will be returning.
Yeah. And it's gonna be a clear distinction of who's serving the Lord and who's not. You know, you can clearly see that, man. We are spectacle right now to see young men out here at this time of the day out here trying to get understanding of the scriptures. All right, you would know. All right, it's clearly that these people are out here partying and giving it to marriage, as it says in Matthew 24 in the times of Noah. All right, it's a clear distinction of what's going on right now. All right, and in that day, the Lord will also let that be known, because that'll be the men that are being protected. You know, that's going to have that hedge continually around them. All right.
Yeah, and if I can say it, just like it said in Daniel, the 12th chapter, it told Daniel to go stand in thy light until the end be rest. Thou shalt rest and stand in thy light in the end, man. All right, and we're standing in our lights. I don't want to write this out. We are those righteous men from the past times, but you got these 2/3, these heathen nations, all right, that's standing in their lights as well. Okay, that's waiting to be judged, man. You see? Go ahead.
You got that.
Yeah. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "I will stand upon my watch. I will set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it."
That he may run that readeth it. All right, because we got to understand that to 2/3 of our people, this is a parable. This is a stumbling block. All right, a lot of our people are tripping off of what we would think are the simplest things. All right, they still think that Yahweh Shai's name is Jesus. They still think that he's all about peace. He's that white brown-haired dog, you know, that hippie that's going to come back and just come back and save everybody that confesses the name of Christ. All right, but we know that's not the case, man. We know that salvation is unto Israel. You know, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, but again, the elders and apostles, they put that work in before us to make these things plain upon table for us, man. All right, brothers always say that we got it good. The elders and apostles back then, they was in the libraries actually reading books. You know, I can tell you prior to the truth, I wasn't the one to pick up a book and just start reading, going to the library and just go and study random things in a book, you know? And then we also part of that, you know, that 90s generation, the millennials, that we always had the internet. So if anything we wanted, it was straight Google. But still, this is something that never crossed, you know, I can speak for myself and probably everybody else. This is at one point in time never crossed your mind at all. All right? But to know that you came in something that's already established is a beautiful thing, man.
Well, you entered into other men's labor.
Yeah.
Entering into other men's labor.
God. Like the brother beautifully said, we about to get the scripture, you know, come.
It's John chapter 4, verse 38. It says, "I sent you to reap that wherein ye bestowed no labor." You bestowed no labor, but go be reaping it, man. You see? It says, "Other men labored, and ye are entered into their labors," man. You got it.
Wow, we entered into the labors of what I was just saying, of the elder apostles, man, that's been doing this thing for many years. You know, we still consider newborn babes in this thing. I myself been in the truth maybe
2 years, 3 years. You know, some brothers less than that, some brothers more than that. But we got brothers that's been in this thing 20 years. You know, before we was a lot of brothers before we even came out the womb. Brothers was out here pushing the truth, man, on the blocks, on the highways and byways, man. So we got these beautiful examples. We got these epistles, you know, of what to do. All right, the groundwork is already laid. You know, you just gotta follow those tracks, man. Follow those tracks to salvation. You know.
Yeah, if you've been in the truth 2 years, you're just a 2-year-old in the spirit. You're just a 2-year-old, man. Right? If you just coming out, you just like a damn newborn, literal newborn. Man. Right?
Some Jake don't even understand when they actually in the truth.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like they'll think, oh, I'm in it. Like, nah, you're not in it.
Yeah, just because you telling everybody they're Israelite, running up and down the street, telling the guy Foot Locker who he is, don't make any truth. You're in the truth till you get on camera consistently and put on a garment on this side, man. That's when the work begins. Prior to that, that's just a phase. You just going through a phase because even when over here, most cats don't get serious until after year 5. After year 10, you start to put all the puzzle pieces together. Everything makes sense. The merging of your behavior, your anastrophe, and the truth start to do this in the lock. That's when everything really sets home.
You're in the truth when your spirit is bringing down a precept, or you in the spirit.
Yeah.
They believe they're in the truth. That's not it.
You start to live this thing. Live, breathe.
You start to live it.
You gotta live this thing, man. Outside of this, once this camera do this, and it's dark, and that camera off, and you at home, what you doing at home? In your free time, what you doing? All right? Because you gotta be doing things that bring forth life, man. All right? Living it.
This is James chapter 1, verse 21. It says, wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
Man, bring that back out, man.
God.
Yeah.
It's James chapter 1, verse 21.
That's a cut to a lot of guys. It should be. You should be rebuking yourself on that, man. Read it again, huh?
All right. This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 21. It says, wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls.
This is what able to save your souls. Not a fucking gun. Not a knife. Not because you done done 20 classes with Billy Blanks, man. Karate and shit. All right? That ain't gonna get you nowhere.
I'm looking at videos out there.
Yeah.
You ain't in the truth. You've been looking at videos for 9 years.
Yeah, you ain't in the video. You ain't in the truth,
man.
You look at every video down here. You didn't watch. You didn't study Dallas.
Yeah.
What's going down today? That brother got on the new. You got the new Nikes on tonight. You got the Air Max on tonight. Now that don't mean nothing, man. Because you'll see when you're on that side to crossing over here, it's a different ball game, right? When you start to get in the intertwines of the camp, dealing with brothers, you start to see. Well, you should start to see how things go, man. There's true elements, man. It's a difference. It's a difference from being around the camp, different from being in the camp. All right? Go ahead, Al.
It says, verse 22, but be ye doers of the word.
Get that word doers. Well, I got it right here. Just read it for me. Read it in the
This is the read it. No, I was reading.
Okay. It says, but be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
Deceiving your own selves. Go ahead.
It says, for if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass.
Yeah, you just playing around, man. You're not even applying yourself. You gotta be not only a hearer but a doer. Because many guys hear the word. You know how many guys pass here on the weekend, bust that right, and stick their head out that damn, they stick their head out the fucking sunroof.
Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
And they smoking a blunt.
Shalom. They always say shalom. They say shalom. Shalom. There's many guys that know the truth. They don't know a blunt. All right? Well,
It says, I'm going to read it in the NLT too. It says, verse 24, for he beholded himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was. In the NLT, it says, you see yourself walk away and forget what you look like, man. That's how you are if you're not a doer of the word, you just hit a word, you know? You just walking, going about, however you carry your day, man. Bugged out. Go ahead, man.
yeah, there's a lot of cats like that. Over the years, a lot of cats, man.
Oh, yeah, that's it. I was just waiting on it.
And I went through the process. A year and something to study the truth. In 2007, when I found out the elders, many things happened in 08, and then it was on from there, man. Like I say, I remember them videos when the apostles first got on YouTube. Rasta Skank videos, all this shit, man.
15-minute video.
Yeah.
And then the next one, 15.
Yeah.
And the next one, yeah,
You know,
on and on.
even to this day, you know how long it, if I was to go study one of the elders' videos, all right, you know how long it take me to get through one video? Now back then it was 10 minutes. It'd take me 3 to 4 hours to get through that video. I'm studying it right now, what they're saying, the scriptures, everything. Right now, most jakes, an hour or two on this live, they're not gonna do it. The old way, it was much better because it was broken up into integral parts.
Yeah.
What's up?
Make sure the question is,
You said like being in the truth, like doing the work. So like all of us on the other side of the camera, like even though we're not in the camp, we don't eat pork, we don't smoke, we don't do nigga shit.
Right.
So like we try to keep the laws and command the best of our ability. We try not to fuck up, not to sin, you know what I'm saying, not to trespass the laws. Does that qualify us as being in the truth?
Yeah.
Because we're doing the work.
Yeah, you're just not on the other side.
We're not on that side.
Yeah, you still present yourself as a sacrifice because.
So what does it mean to be in the camp?
you're not
To
a
be on this
keyboard
side?
warrior behind the computer, different thing. Like you started sacrificing.
You didn't done the first steps. You didn't done what
I just started off somewhere.
you just got off somewhere, the brother said, but you didn't went over step 1 and 2. Yeah, you broke ground at least. I mean, you came out. Cause you could be out here doing anything on a Saturday, man. You took your time out for an hour or 2, and you came out taking. And the Lord knows this, man. The Lord knows what you're doing.
Hell yeah.
He knows where He have you at right now. You know what I'm saying? It's counted. Like I said, I went through that same phase back then when 17 years ago when I first came in. Stood on the side for a year and 3 months, man. And from there, I write down notes. Shit, I was so full of zeal. I was out there. I was waiting on the brothers before they even got to the poker spot, man. Rainy days, nights. Man, we used to be out there, man. When I got in the camp, I became the cameraman. I mastered the camera, the different angles and all that shit, man. From the cameraman, I became the sign holder. And these signs are important. Because when the speaker is speaking, these signs, you can really, anything he speaks about, I can just get the, if you're talking about martial law, I can get the martial law sign. Talking about the chip, get the chip sign. Then you can rile people's spirits up with this shit, man. I'm speaking like a Jake, but these signs, man. All right? Then, from there, I became a reader. I read for brothers over and over and over again. Then, got a time, hey, brother, you think you can bring it out? Come on. And like I said, my first time bringing it out, I did 30 minutes super hard until I got hoarse. And I lost my voice. But shit, I did them 30 minutes. Next time I came back, 30 minutes again. Next time again, 45 minutes. Then next thing you know, I was going in for hours. It's levels, man. There's levels to this thing, man.
When you start doing the work, they start to convert. You know what? You serving the Lord.
The best thing each and last one of y'all doing is coming out, because coming out and being around men change your ways, man. Because when you on that side, you see, you know, I know this brother, he dealt with it. He give you his own testimony. Back then, the brother had the dreads. When you come out here, you start to look, damn. Nobody got dreads. Damn, nobody getting the crisp lining and shit. Then they start to do what? It make you change your ways. You know?
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
This is Sirach 27, verse 12. This is Sirach 27 and 12.
Still holding more than that shit, right?
If thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time, but be continually among men of understanding. Sirach 27 and 12. As it says, if thou be among the indiscreet, you know, when you're amongst these people in the world, which, you know, of course, we can't be around the brothers 24/7, but whether you're out in public, on the job, got to be around family members, it says observe the time and, you know, deal with them accordingly. But really, you should either, you know, just be by yourself. You know, of course, if you got a family, like immediate family, like a wife and kids, you be around them. But really, you know, just be by yourself and be around the brothers, if I could just say. But as it says, but be continually among men of understanding, because as the elder brother was going into, when you're around men that believe in the same thing you believe in and are striving to, you know, please Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, their spirit is going to, you know, get on you, and it's going to cause you to what? You know, be better. You know, cut off. It'll make it easier for you to cut off the things and the thoughts of the world.
It's like, if I could just say real quick, I think, what was that precept again?
That's Sirach 27 and 12.
27 and 12. I think in the G&T, that's what it talks about, finding an excuse to get around stupid, get away from stupid people.
Shit, that might be. Get it.
Yeah, 27 to 12. 27 to 12. You go ahead.
Yeah, this gonna back exactly what you said up, but it's right. It was right. The one I was looking for was right above what you read. This Sirach 27 and I'll start at 8, verse 8. It says, if thou followest righteousness, thou shalt obtain her and put her on as a glorious robe, a glorious long robe. It says the birds will resort.
If I could say, how do you follow righteousness? What did that Ethiopian eunuch ask? I can't remember his name, but that one apostle, he asked him, you know, do you understand what you're reading? And he said, how should I learn except I be taught? It starts with a P, it's right on the tip of my tongue. But if you want to get understanding, you stay amongst men of understanding that can break down the scriptures to you.
He's going to go into that. I'll start it from the top again. Verse 8, if thou followest righteousness, thou shalt obtain her and put her on as a glorious long robe. It says, the birds will resort unto the light, so will truth return unto them that practice in her.
Hey, as birds resort unto their light, so truth amongst them that, what it say?
It says, and the birds will resort unto their light, so will truth return unto them that practice in them.
To them that practice in them. So what? Like birds resort unto their light, you should reserve, you know, you should come unto men unto your like as well. Men that are doing their best to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And look, we've been talking to several brothers today about it. When you're on that side, you're building yourself up, and there's a process. But what's the ultimate goal? To get on this side, and you get that spirit when you're around men that are in that same spirit, in that same stead, wanting to do the same things you're trying to do.
Which is doing. You gotta do. Which is doers. Read doers.
This is the word doers. Psalm G 41:63. It says, a maker, Hayote. It says a maker, a producer, author, a doer, performer. Done. One who obeys or fulfills the law. So, like the brothers talked about the keyboard warriors and so on and so forth.
Get that other one like I bring out in it is. It's Proverbs, Amos 6.
That's
Amos 6.
And that was Philip with the Ethiopian eunuch.
But like the keyboard warriors, you know that they only being hearers of the words and not doing. It's in the scripture to tell you that you have to come to the highways and byways, come to that marketplace and bid bid the elect to marriage. You know,
being bidden to the marriage.
Come to the bid and got the way. Who went to other men?
I
got a precept.
Ain't no other way.
So like one more.
He got one. He got one. He older one for me too.
You finishing that?
Yeah.
read the scroll of Revelation?
It said the same thing with
Said the same
fulfill the law.
He got one for me.
Kai, you got it, brother.
This is back in Sirach, but this is chapter 6, verse 32. My son,
And this is how you should be. Even though you're a brother on the side, this is how you should be, man. If you're a young brother that's in the camp, this is how you should be. Go ahead.
my son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. I'll read that again.
You got to be taught. You can't do this on your own. You have to be taught by another man. Another spiritual man has to teach you scriptures. That's why I posed that question last week to y'all. Who out of all, Paul was a very skilled man with the scriptures. So much that where his words, even to this day, is very it's interpreted wrong.
It's hard to be understood.
Hard to be understood. But who taught Paul? No, not Yahushua, but Gamaliel. There's a man called Gamaliel who taught Yahushua. I mean, not
Paul.
Paul.
And Paul said I was a Pharisee of the Pharisees. So Gamaliel was a bad man too.
I mean, Gamaliel was a bad boy. That was his master, his sensei, man. Right, his teacher. Right? Go ahead.
Yakanah. Yahushua taught Paul for the Gentiles, the knowledge for the what? The breaking of Israelite forms.
Yeah.
That's what he taught. All right, when he knocked him off the horse, he gave him the knowledge to bring in what? The Israelite forms. Which is hard to be understood. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, but you gotta be taught. You gotta be taught of a man. You can't do this on your own. You can't just go out here. And it's funny that this coming out because of today.
Yeah,
today, a lot of things happen today, but you gotta be taught of a man, a spiritual man. Just like 07, 08, I fell upon Apostle Tahar, Ramla Gabor, Elder Zakawan, Elder Rakal, all those brothers up there. And like I say, those men taught me from thousands of miles away through these video epistles, the scriptures, man. Then from there, you begin to be around other brothers in the camp. Then from that, other men from other states, you learn from each other, man. Whether that's, I'm gonna say this, whether that's scriptures or ways how to move. Because a truth, like I always bring out, a true teacher, even when he's not teaching, he's teaching. Meaning when you see me, the camera's off, my conduct, my behavior should be able to teach you how to move, how to act.
Like Kaya said a minute ago, you never turn it off.
Never turn it off. It's always on.
You can lead from the back, like you always say.
Yeah,
a true leader can lead from behind his man.
You can lead from behind, you can lead in the front, you can lead from the side, you can lead from the side. Yeah. Go ahead. And the real leader, he's not in the complex about himself. He's a real leader like myself. These brothers will tell you, getting on, even now, in a sense where you at, I want you to know everything I know. And more. No, I'm not holding nothing back. Go ahead, brother.
Because all our goals here is what? To be teachers ourselves. Because as we can clearly see, many men are coming in to where, responsibilities are going to have to be, spread about. So what? You're going to have to be well taught in order to teach yourself. This is Sirach 6 and 32. My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. And if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent.
Yep.
If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. What's it saying, Ecclesiastes 5, if thou come up to the altar of the Lord, be thou more willing to hear than to speak, and give the sacrifice of fools. And if thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise. Verse 34, stand in the multitude of the elders, and cleave unto him that is wise.
What you supposed to be doing?
Stand in the multitude of the elders.
So the men that's elders or teachers, different bishops in the camp, you need to stand amongst them and do what?
And cleave unto him that is wise.
Get the word cleave. Let's see what the word cleave means. To cleave unto somebody, man. Go ahead.
Verse 35, Sirach 6 and 35. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee.
So how do you hear every godly discourse? That means being in the mix, man. How you gonna not know the play if you're not in the huddle? You gotta be in the huddle, brother. Even when There's times the coach put me out to get a rest. I'm still going to huddle to find out what the play is. Hey, brother, watch the flats over there. I'm not even in it. I'm on the side though. I'm taking the coach took me out to get a rest real fast. But the guy that's stepping in for me, hey, I'm going in the huddle too. What the fucking play is? Hey, watch the flats. They gonna run it. I'm running. Watch the video. They gonna run the hard flat. You gotta be in the mix. Go ahead.
Verse 36. And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door.
Meaning, read that again, brother. That one always happens.
Sirach 6 and 36. And if thou seest a man of understanding,
you dealing with a man of the Lord, you dealing with a brother that's what he's over you. All right, or whatnot. Go ahead.
Get thee betimes unto him.
Get under him, man. Deal with him. Go ahead.
And let thy foot wear the steps of his door.
Meaning you supposed to be on that phone. You supposed to be blowing it up or dealing with him to where he can show you scriptures. He can show you do's and don'ts of the truth, man. Do's and don'ts of the camp. Etiquette, because you gotta have etiquette in the camp too, man. All right.
Mind if I read 37?
Go ahead.
Let thy mind
and get the word etiquette. I got it. Go ahead.
Let thy mind be upon the ordinance of Yahweh, and meditate continually in his commandments.
Yeah, you're supposed to be about these scriptures, man. Yeah, we got normal life. We do things. Don't get it twisted. We ain't just ain't around here like Bam Bam with a big ass wooden thing, just walking with a big ass.
We ain't sitting.
We got normal lives too. Go ahead.
We ain't sitting Indian style on a rock in the middle of city park somewhere.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of Yahweh, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thine heart and give thee wisdom at thine own desire.
Yeah, man. You gotta want to apply yourself. You gotta learn. Come on, just being on that side, crossing over, you gotta learn a lot, man. It ain't just about the scriptures. It ain't just about cussing the white man out, you know? Which many guys think that's just going to do fucking crack off. You know, Jake B.
White man.
White man.
They call it the end of the nigga woman.
Yeah.
Cursing out.
But then, like I said, when the camera go off, Jake is a nigga, man. Jake still smoking cigarettes, whatever the fuck. Jake got the mystery meat in the icebox. All right.
Eating bread and bologna sandwiches.
All type of shit. You gotta, like I said, that's what it's about, you know. You gotta learn. Brothers gotta learn maturity. All right, growth. Learn how to develop in the spirit, man.
Discretion.
Yeah. Yeah. Learn the spirit. You got the etiquette. Bring it out.
It's etiquette.
This is the part of the truth, man.
It says prescribed behavior.
What?
Prescribed behavior.
Prescribed behavior, man. Particular behavior, man.
Yeah. Particular behavior.
There's a spirit is coming out. You know, ain't nobody script this. It just come out, man. It's the spirit with the Lord wanted to be.
That's a win. So you gotta, that prescribes, just like somebody prescribes you something, they give it to you in writing. What's the writing? The writing is the words. It gives you the order in which, it's the scriptures. So it's the written behavior you have to learn. So what is the written behavior?
So many grams, so many what do they call it? Milligrams, CCs.
It's measurements.
Yeah.
So you get taught in measurements, which takes time, right? That takes time to get this and get that. So while you're filtering, you learning the behavior, you learning how to what? Speak.
Yeah.
Because you look at that man speak, you learning understanding, you learning how to have decorum. All these things. Is you gonna be perfect? No. But you still have to what? Develop these things, man.
And you gonna fuck up too.
You gonna fuck up too.
Brothers gonna long suffer with you. You gonna deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get rebuked. You can't go through the truth thinking you're not gonna get rebuked, brother. I'm gonna be the first Israelite that don't never get rebuked to the teeth. You can't think like that.
The Bible says order and advice. Come on, man. So you gotta take the written advice to learn the order. Yeah. Which other men had to do the same thing. This one word saying all that. Etiquette. I remember Elder Yashawamba and Elder Ariana
etiquette in the camps.
Yeah.
Brothers can remember that.
Yeah.
You might have to repost the video.
Yeah, I'm about to get that,
brothers
man.
on the side, man.
Yeah, somebody got to get that, man.
You know? And that apply to all of us too, by the way.
Everything done
What we saying
decently.
applies to all of us, not just brothers on the side, all of us.
It says right before all things.
As it says, everything done decently and in order.
It's written. The brother said the measurements. Shit. No better way to prescribe it. You got it now. That was it.
That was it on etiquette?
Yeah, that was it.
Real quick, I just wanted to back you up with that Sirach you brought up, the G&T version. This is Sirach 27 and 12 in the G&T. It says, when you find yourself with stupid people, look for some excuse to leave. But when you are with serious-minded people, stay as long as you can. Backing up also what the brother was saying about the doorstep continuum, you know? That's Sirach 27 and 12 in the G&T.
It's about 37.
That's the spirit. All right, brother. This is Sirach chapter 37, verse 12. It says, but be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. Right?
Yeah. Speak on that.
Yeah. So it says, be thou continually with a godly man. All right, which you see these men that's at the altar of the Lord right now, the brothers that's on the other side. All right, we proclaim ourselves through the Spirit to be men of the Lord. All right, godly men. But it says, whose mind is according to thy mind. So we all have the same minds. We all have one goal. All right, one to get what onto the terrace, man. To get, you want to say something?
One body.
One body. Yeah.
Hey, if I can say, I remember there was a time prior to me coming into the other side. I remember I had the invite of going to deal with the brothers on some outside events, but I went to go deal with my friends in the world, and just understanding that what I missed out on, that hurt me. I'm like, damn, like I couldn't be with the brothers and stuff like that. And the decision I made to go watch the Saints game over here and stuff like that, I could have been with the brothers and gaining constant knowledge. Because that's one thing you start to see the more that you're around brothers. No matter if we're doing a lesson or not, you're gaining knowledge some type of way.
Juice is always being dropped.
Constantly being dropped. We got this brother right here that's constantly going to drop game on something or ask you a question to test you, try to get them gears grinding in your head. And speaking for all these brothers that's willing to test you, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that you're sharp, you know?
Yeah, because you can be watching an older brother, the elder, whoever it may be, and just learning how to be amongst other men. Right? That's a lesson in itself, man. How to carry yourself out in the world, all right, when you're dealing with things, all right? The elder brother always go into how to deal with people when you at work, how to deal with different people in the world, man. It's a whirlwind of things that you learn when you coming in this truth, man. All right, things that you have to take in when you translate from the other side to this side, you know? It's a lot of things to learn.
I remember when these brothers first came in, and it's funny that I'm bringing this out. Remember when y'all first came in, like, damn, brother, like, I ain't never ate certain foods, brother never ate. But brothers introduced the brothers to all type of different fruits, herbs, all type of shit, man. You learn, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, things change.
Yeah.
You start learning culture and the understanding of what you supposed to do. You're gonna learn what you're supposed to eat. Yeah. You're gonna learn how you're supposed to address things, how you're supposed to counsel. Like all this is in the written. This gonna be what's written. Brothers gonna always tell you what's in the Bible, right? Like, look, this is our men of old, ancient accounts that you could go to and what? To God and lead.
But can I say this though? See how Araya and Elder, they all know, like, y'all don't just know biblical text. Y'all also know historical texts that align with the biblical text. Right. Like, it's a lot to learn. Like, so on this side, it's gonna take y'all, like how y'all said, it takes time to get where y'all's level is.
I'm still learning.
You know what I mean? I'm still learning.
But the apostles still learning.
Yeah, and the apostles tell you they learn from us. They learn. Brothers bring out information that they never went into. They tell you they learn from us, man.
It's like you don't know where to start. Like,
the main thing is just start, brother.
Yeah, just start.
Just start.
Little by little.
Just start walking. It's like when you're a baby, and they put you up, and your ass wobbly, and you start making that first step. It's on from there. You know.
He won't get there
can't.
Without the plot,
Like I was told before.
It's a process, man.
Back then, and so you brothers, when you think you on, when you see a certain level, apostles taught them on, myself, Elias woman. When you think you got to that level, you're on a whole other level, brother.
He gonna be like, you can't catch it.
You can't never catch it. You just gotta take time by time, brother. You just gotta slow down. And a lot of men gotta slow down in the spirit. It's not a race. The race, the scripture tell you, it's one of the Ecclesiastes I'm thinking about too.
It's not to the swift.
Yeah. It's not for the guy coming out shooting out with scriptures and trying to be fast. If you shoot out fast on the line, if you running the marathon, now if we running the 100, do your thing, my man. The 200, do your thing. But if we doing a marathon, this scripture is like a triathlon, man. It's a marathon. You gotta pace yourself. You come out gunning off the line, and we running 10 miles with obstacles in the way, because shit gonna happen to you in this truth. Once you cross over, or even on that side, Satan gonna play with you. I'm gonna break that car. All right. I'm gonna make that supervisor become a demon to you, man. That woman. Remember, you on that side, you woman. What I pay? I'll lie to you. Put this on and get on this side, or on that side. Hey, them fangs start to show, and them horns start coming out of her head, man.
Hey, the first time I came out here and talked to these brothers, the very next day, my car caught on fire. That bitch burned completely down. But next Saturday, I was out here, I caught the RTA, caught the bus out here. You know what I'm saying? But just showing that the demons are testing on so many levels. Jay could have been like, oh man,
I ain't going under my car on fire.
My car, I don't have a car no more. How could I come out here? Nah, if it's up to the Lord, you know, for you to fight against these demons, man, the Lord gonna put you out here and have you understand.
Yeah, you, like I say, just like you watching us, observing us, brothers observing you. Every time you come out, it's being noted, brother. You know, it's being noted you come out, your consistency and everything. It's being noted. You know?
Go ahead. This Ecclesiastes in the Bible, chapter 9, verse 11.
Huh?
It says, I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong.
Oh man, it says the race is not given to the who?
The swift.
The swift. You coming off the line, just running in the truth. You trying to gain all this. Hey, you know if you do study too much, that shit can bug you out, brother. I done seen it.
I'm old.
I seen it.
What y'all mean by that bug you out?
Man, being bugged out meaning like you'll start tripping. Like,
What do you mean studying about? No, it's just bugged out.
yeah, it get to that point. Cause I done been around a guy. I knew a guy. His name was Pataka in Chicago. Used to talk to the dude. The dude used to study so much. He used to be a bad boy. Like he just pull out the word it. He go and find a scripture. He was cold. But he studied so much the way it bugged him out. Let me see the book. Bullshit. Meaning like this, he bugged out to the point, something so simple in the scripture that we know he know it. Revelation, the 9th chapter, I believe it was Revelation 9th chapter, going into the World War I, Kaiser Wilhelm, he said it's not talking about that no more. That's from doing extensive studying, and all these books and all that, just all day long, to where you gotta give yourself a chance to soak up knowledge, man. You gotta give yourself marinate, man. You gotta give just go to the movies, man. Go walk go exercise some shit. Just give you a chance to soak up the knowledge, man. You just all day, every day, you're gonna trip out.
Too much of anything is bad.
Yeah, you gotta bring the scripture out. He got it. I don't want to talk about it. He gonna bring it out.
This is Ecclesiastes in the Bible, 7, verse 16. Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself overwise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself?
Yeah. Weirdness of the flesh. Yes.
I got the one about big books.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. And further, And further, almost like a continuation, by these my son be admonished, of making many books there is no end, and much study.
Hey, you got guys come out here. There you go, black man. This is my book. Then that book gonna turn into another book, then another book, then it ain't gonna never stop. You gotta. That's all bullshit. Go ahead.
And much study.
And much studying. Go ahead.
And much study is a weariness of the flesh.
Yeah. It's a weirdness of the flesh, man. So you gotta pace yourself in this truth. There's so much information. There's so much to take into when you gotta down there, be at a steady pace. You watch them dudes in the Olympics, they running the 800. They don't run out there full speed, blazing around that bit. They pace themselves in the pack the whole time, and then at the last lap, come around the last 200, they going for what they know. That's where we at. Huh?
Even the ambush scriptures, like he works so much to his eyes, his ears just start ringing here, and I don't know what's going on no goddamn man.
Right.
That's a lot. You just working, man. I'm studying. It just weigh you down, man.
Yeah, you gotta get a chance. You gotta give yourself a chance to absorb the knowledge, man. You gotta be like a sponge.
I got something.
Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 9:25. It says, "And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things." Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we had incorruptible. But I'm gonna read it in the NLT. This is 1 Corinthians 9:25 in the NLT. It says, "All athletes are disciplined in their training. They do it to win a prize that will fade away, but we do it for an eternal prize." But it says it's discipline, being temperate. You're not over much studying. You're not over much doing anything. You balance in all things.
Yeah, you can't even you can't overly work out. You hurt yourself, man. Yeah. And to grow, and to get to that point of growing muscles, it's more about the recovery than the actual lifting weights, man. Yeah, the performance part. All right? And we spiritual athletes, man. All right? In a sense. We train, we deal with these scriptures in conference call classes, and then we come out here and perform out here.
And we take it in.
Yeah.
We take time to take it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a balance.
It's a balance to this, man.
Just keep eating. That's all. Then no.
Give yourself time to digest.
Yeah, you're gonna find it. You gotta eat and digest, then take your time.
Into mind like a belly.
Yeah, you brought out a good point.
You got a point.
Because your mind is like a belly, man.
Like a belly, yeah.
Right, you absorb knowledge, and then after you digest the knowledge, meaning you studied it, you sit on it, you start to do what? You start to profess it, man. So that's why I say it's not what goes into it, man, that the following, what comes out. Because of the belief. You start to take it in, you believe it, you live, die by it, and then that's what you profess it, man.
Start receiving the benefits. After you done already then digested everything, you start to get the nutrition of it. You start getting what will be transitioning to us of the understanding. You start getting more and more understanding the more that you let things marinate.
You said something about exercising too. Because when you lifting weights and you steady putting that wear and tear on your muscles, you got to give your muscles time to repair something, so you can continue to grow. Or else you just gonna fuck yourself up.
Yeah, you'll never get big. You'll just be
never gain.
You'll just be strong, but you ain't gonna look like shit, man. The difference between powerlifting and weightlifting. A bodybuilder. Bodybuilder looks for the I think it's called trophy. Hypertrophy. They look hypertrophy. They look cut up and big. A bodybuilder, he just strong as a motherfucker. He don't look like shit though. Come on, man. This shit gotta stop. This shit gotta stop. This shit gotta stop, bro. Yeah. We better get out of here in a couple of minutes.
This back in Ecclesiastes 9 verse 11, it says, "I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men understanding.
nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happening to them all.
Man, bring that out again, man.
It says, I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happening to them all.
It's time and chance happening to us all. So through time, you gotta let time be the measure, man. Because like I tell brothers all the time, if you truly apply yourself to this truth, go back and look at 6 months from now of you on the video. Or look at 6 months from now of the knowledge that you know. You should see the change in yourself. You know? You should see a change in yourself, man. All right? Go ahead.
That was it.
Yeah, but time and chance happening to us all, man. Time will be the deciding factor. You know? And if you cut yourself off, if you cut the world off, different distractions in the world, and just gave yourself umpteen months to truly apply this word, truly live by this word, you're gonna get it, man. And you gotta pray too. You gotta pray to the Lord bestow wisdom on you, man, knowledge and understanding, man. Because I went into it with one brother. Sometimes I experienced that when I'm about to say back then, man, when I was trying to get certain precepts and understanding, and had certain questions, the Lord had me go to sleep, man. I'll be on that laptop, and I'm trying to, something I want to get, I'll fall asleep. Try to get it again, fall asleep. And then when I kind of mature in the spirit, the Lord allowed it to be revealed to me. So you gotta, everything's gonna happen in the proper time, man. Really, right now, it's about cutting certain things off in the world.
Not pleasing the flesh.
Yeah.
I got something. It's Sirach chapter 37, verse 15. It says, and above all this, pray to the Most High, that he will direct thy way in truth.
Yeah, and look at King Solomon, man. King Solomon was asked, he was asked pretty much what he wanted. And most,
What all he wanted in the world.
Yeah, we all wanted. Most men would have went to town. I want the big booty bras. I want this and that. You're not here. Just give me wisdom, not understanding. Then what happened? What happened when he applied wisdom, not understanding?
All that.
He received all the riches and all that other shit came on the back end, man.
You know how to get it.
You gotta get it. That's right. You gotta cut the world off, cut the distractions off. You gotta apply this word to yourself, man. All that other shit gonna come on the back end. You know, you got Jake worrying about women, food and shit like that. You gonna get, man, you know we gonna get women by default, brother, in the kingdom. What is a woman, brother? It's a small thing to the kingdom, to the Most High, to the kingdom of heaven. That's small. You wonder why there's more women than men? It's for a reason.
So you can have multiple of them.
Yeah.
They need us.
Yeah. Right. You worrying about these? Look at these women out here, man.
Dude, they used up.
Dude, bro, like, dude.
They stink.
Who could tell a king no?
Yeah.
The king. You gotta think about that. If we gonna be kings, priests, who can say no?
Who's gonna tell the king no?
Who's gonna tell a king no?
In the king's domain.
You can say no, but you know you're gonna be meeting the Heavenly Father afterwards.
Yeah.
Tell the king no in the king's domain.
I don't want to be with you. What?
They had a skit where it was like it was a guy who was the king, and he just walked around and women would like fawn over him and stuff. And he'd grab the woman and look at the camera like, it's good to be the king. And it was like several instances of him doing that. But I got a precept. This is this is Wisdom of Solomon 6:20. Therefore, the desire of wisdom, bring it to a kingdom.
Oh man, I can't even say that on that.
It gets verse 20. I'll read 20. Wisdom of Solomon, the king who asked for wisdom. Therefore, the desire of wisdom bring it to a kingdom. If your delight be in thrones and scepters. O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom, and ye may reign forevermore.
Yeah. Apply yourself to wisdom. You know, and then you should reign evermore, man. Yeah. And that was King Solomon, aka Yahweh Shai, man.
The King of Kings.
Yeah. So you got yours, right? We're going to end it on that.
This is I'm straight to the point. You think I should get the whole thing? Well, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8. I'm gonna just get to the just get to the point at 5. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and 5. It says, if riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom? That worketh all things. And if prudence work of all that is a more cunning work than she, and if a man love righteousness, her labors are virtuous. For she teacheth temperance and prudence, justice and fortitude, which are such things as men can have nothing more profitable in their life. But again, wisdom, Sophia. All right? Nothing is more profitable. That's the richest thing that you can get, man. Having that wisdom and knowledge and understanding. Again, why King Solomon prayed for that and received everything beyond that. Because it's untouchable, man.
And not talking about that nigga knowledge you niggas got, man. Knowing who shot Tupac. All right? Lil Wayne's favorite food. Man, that's bullshit.
Credit card schemes.
Yeah. To have wisdom, knowledge, understanding the Most High, the inner workings of this world and the world to come. That's it, man. Right? Knowing the judgments that's getting ready to befall on our enemies, man. These prophecies are important. I believe Yahweh Shai said that in Revelations, man. About prophesying, man. Who else am I trying to thought? Spirit of Yahweh Shai is prophecy. That one, but it's saying one of the greatest things you can do is prophesy.
Corinthians.
Is that Corinthians? I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought on it though. How actually it's paraphrased.
The one to covet the most gift.
Yeah, that's
the
it.
most gift to covet is the prophecy.
Yeah, that's it.
Overall, that's covet the prophesy.
Covet the prophesy.
Yeah, it's covet the prophesy. Like,
yeah, man. And that's what we're doing.
that's 1 Corinthians. I'm gonna get it.
Right, that's why we open up by saying, give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shai, right? We prophesy the downfall of this kingdom, right?
Yeah, that's it. He got it.
You gotta bring it up. You got it.
1 Corinthians 15 and 39.
1 Corinthians 14 and 39. Wherefore, brethren, covet the prophecy and forbid not to speak with tongues.
Yeah. Covet to prophesy, man.
Yep.
Right? And that's one of the most greatest things you can do. And it's an honor to do this, man. Right? It's an honor to do this, man.
An ambassador of the Lord.
Right.
You a frontline soldier. It's the greatest, pretty much the greatest job on the planet. To be a prophet. This men coming for that. Like, men gonna want to be that in the kingdom of heaven. They're gonna want to be a prophet, man. They don't say, I wish I was a prophet, man.
He was on the front line.
And that lot as a prophet.
Somebody up here is the elect, brother.
Of course.
And just like I say, and if I fall short, I can at least say I helped the elect usher in the kingdom of heaven, man. I did the work with these men. I was there. It was an honor. It was an honor to do that. You know, and that's the part of my story. You know.
And they had a scene in that movie Braveheart when they were first about to fight the English, and a bunch of men saw how big the English's army were, and they started like getting low in the spirit. And he said, "Yeah, you can run today and live, or you could fight today and die, but 50 years from now, when you're laying warm in your bed, you're going to be thinking back to this moment, wishing I could have one more chance to be here at this day." And you don't want to be in that spirit to where you had the opportunity to do it, and then you get put to death on this side and come back in the kingdom with that everlasting shame, being like, man, I had it, but I gave it up for what? For concrete used up women, weed, alcohol, a bullshit job you're getting underpaid at, a car that they say it's 2022, but it was really made in 2014.
I seen them do that shit the other day. They had an 09 Camry and put a 2024 face on that bitch. That bitch fit right on that bitch. I said, Lord. Well, yeah, man. Ultimately, too, man, that Mercy train, that train only gonna come around so often, and there's gonna be a point where they don't come around no more. It's grace. Grace is that grace door is closing, man. You know? Yeah. So you gotta take heed and jump on the train while you got a chance, man. Right. So you can close it all out.
End it off on that Daniel.
This is Daniel 12:2. It says, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
What side you want to be on, man? Like the elder said, and even if we was to fall short in these things, I brought this out, that's not the case. You know, it's an honor to say what they say in the movies, that, you know, we went to battle with each other. Yeah, ain't gonna be no shame in it, man. But ultimately, like I said, you got the time, you got the opportunity to come out here and do the work, or you could, you know, stay on that other side and be a nigga, man. Be a nigga and wake up to everlasting shame.
And perish as a nigga.
And perish as a nigga. Alright? But any other closing remarks? Alright, so we pray that this camp was edifying. We're trying to get out of here. We're going to give infinite honors and prayers to
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem, B'Kakadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who taught us the truth. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect. You are Kim, you are Quad that believe. In the Bible ball,
Bible ball,
Bible ball,
Bible ball,
Bible ball,
Bible ball.
Kwame Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.